I don't want our kids playing catch up. I want our kids playing in the lead, right? I want them to talk about how they preserved and protected and prevented the loss of their wealth instead of telling the story about how they blew the bag. There's a whole BET show called Blew the Bag. I hate that show. It all it does is it features black male immaturity. It has mostly men talking about how they had $1 million or a couple $1 million and they blew it. And we say, oh, yeah, and then they'll come back. Like there's a guy named Sebastian Telfar. Has anybody seen that? It's online right now. It's pretty big. Sebastian Telfar. I think he was related to the guy with the big head who was really good, Stefan Marbury. I met Stefan Marbury one time in New York. I was on a radio show, and a very nice guy. Anyway, Sebastian was the next basketball phenom. He went to the NBA. He made $20 million, and he lost it all. Right now, he's back in the hood, and everyone thinks this. And I'm not making fun of this at all. Let me be clear. I'm not trying to be uppity. I'm not trying to say it's not inspirational in its own right, for sure. But it's like everyone has so much admiration for the fact that he humbly went back to the hood and he's now living in poverty and he's humbly expressing the mistakes he made. And I think that that is fine. That is absolutely 100% noble. I want to make that clear. Can we agree that we're not dissing him? Let me know if I made that clear. Let me know because I'm concerned because sometimes I sound uppity and I don't want to sound uppity, right? So can y'all help me with this? I need y'all to tell me that I'm doing okay. All right. So here's the thing though. I'm looking for the lesson. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not just looking for the blessing. I'm looking for the lesson. I need to know, because it's a tragedy. What you're watching is a tragedy. You're watching a financial holocaust in real life. You're watching the fact that this man is openly and very humbly and very admirably expressing how he threw away $100 million worth of generational wealth. 20 million, yes, but it was 100 million if he'd invested that. So he threw away his great grandchildren's inheritance. He threw away his grandchildren's inheritance. He threw away his children's inheritance. And why did that happen? Where did that come from? Y'all tell me, answer me in the chat. It came from bad culture. Let's just be honest. Since everybody won't use the N word, yes, you know what it is. It came from nigger culture. That's what they promote that stuff like crazy, and they want you to just get your money. And they say, "Here's your money. Now you always a nigga to us, but we want you to be a bigger nigga. We want you to be a seven-figure bigger nigga with your finger on the trigger. Like we want you. We want all of that, and that's what it is. That's what they love. So you get all this damn money. You get 20 million. Again, we spend our whole lives learning how racism keeps us from accomplishing anything. So somebody gets lucky enough to run across a big bag of money, and instead of saying, "Oh wow, this is our chance to have freedom," they say, no, let me just go out here and behave like a little child and throw it all away. So then I can go back to being a humble guy who threw away every piece of his generational wealth. And now I'm in the hood and I get more admiration for my comeback story than I ever would have got by simply preserving and protecting my assets. There's not as much dopamine in protecting what you have as there is in overcoming a terrible tragic situation that reignites the implicit trauma that exists within all of us. We get excited about it.